right, good morning, everybody, and welcome to another round of coffee and questions. What we're going to talk about today in particular, we're going to talk about the ratcheting clamps that are sold out at Harbor Freight and whether or not they're a good product. I don't think that they are. I'm going to show you a short video here in just a sec. They may work good on very light projects that you don't need a lot of clamping power, but I wouldn't spend the money on them particularly. You're just better off saving up and getting yourself a better clamp. Let me show you this video real quick of what we did inside of the store, and then I'll come back and we'll do questions and answers. Just a sec. More and more of these pistol grip clamps. They've got some other ones over here that are better quality that actually have a handle. It's got like a screw drive on it, but these are the ones that they're advertising and that they say are a good clamp. Let's take a closer look for a second. I turn this one on its edge. Now, if you take a close look in here, this is nothing but plastic parts in this thing. Okay, so I'm here in the store. We'll go ahead and we'll try this thing out real quick. So this thing pops, so let's take a look. Okay, no, because of these plastic parts here internally, and this whole ratcheting mechanism is all plastic, you might get this to work a handful of times for you, but it's going to bust on you. This gearing and everything in here is incredibly poor. I would stay away from this altogether. How much was it? It's $5. All right, questions and answers. Okay, let's see what we got here. In a short period of time, I mean, what I can tell you before I dig into what the forums got to say here is these things slip and they'll jam on you after a short period of time. I mean, they're not that good of a clamp at all. Okay, let's take a look for questions. Are they good for anything? Well, maybe something very light duty, but other than that, I would not touch them. They are not a good clamp, especially not a good ratcheting clamp. Yeah, a friend of mine did end up buying one of the smaller ones for a project. And what happens is what a lot of people complain about. After several uses, and then you go to tighten this thing, it will break on you. It just can't take the stress of you clamping down on it. Those internal parts, like I showed you in that video, they're all plastic, that entire mechanism in there, and they just fail. And they fail in a very short period of time. Ratings, well, and you can take a look online. I didn't copy and paste it up here for you, but it gets a lot of negative ratings. Let me see if I can find it real quick and I'll show you the ratings. Okay, I went ahead and I stuck it up here. Now take a look at this, 5 stars, and I'm sure a lot of people write positive reviews for Harbor Freight, but take a look at the 1 star. You have 395 versus 289, add in the 2 stars. This is not a good product in terms of review. There are lots of people out there that just feel the product just flat fails. So it's one reason why I wouldn't touch them at all. I mean, it's got bad reviews. I always read the reviews before I go look at the product. Sometimes they're not so true, and we all know that Harbor Freight does sell good products. This is just not one of them. And one of the comments is, what do you expect for, $4 or $5? Well, I expect it to at least function. I expect it to last more than just a week. I expect it to last more than just on a few projects. The thing is, it's made incredibly poor. I mean, I wouldn't buy it. There are much better clamps. We'll get to that in just a sec. Where do I feel the failing point? The failing point, easy. It's in the gearing. The gearing on this is all plastic. It's going to fail. It's just junk plastic. That's all it is. You go out there like I did, yeah, it's going to tighten. It's going to hold fairly snug. It didn't hold as tight as I wanted it to when I clamped it to that shelf, but it'll hold. But you do that just a handful of times, like a friend of mine that bought one, it's going to fail. That entire gear mechanism is so poor. Well, there's not a lot of anything good to say about these. What I can tell you, it's one of the worst products that they sell, if not the worst. I mean, I'm surprised they don't take it off the shelf and discontinue it, really. Well, here's your simple test. I mean, if you're really thinking about buying one of these, I would tell you test it out in the store like I did. You'll see it's just not that good when it comes to, clamping anything. And even if you find one out of sorting through them that is, it's still going to mess up on you in a couple of weeks or after a handful of projects. Somebody asked about the bar clamps that that have the worm drive like handle screw on them. I don't know. I don't own those. I mean, I'll do a review on those some other time. We're talking about just the ratcheting ones right now. What do I recommend? What do I buy? I buy Irwin clamps. I buy them off Amazon because I can get a better price a lot of times. I have probably 8 of them, different sizes, of course, the ratcheting clamps. I'll show you a picture right here. I'll leave you a link below. And take a look at the pricing at Home Depot. Home Depot carries them versus like Amazon. When they come on sale, I mean, if you want something like this, I find that they're incredibly handy. I mean, they're fast, they're easy to use. And anyway, with Irwin, they have outstanding clamping power. So let me show you a picture real quick. All right, here's one that I pulled off Amazon at random. It's the 12-inch one. What's it going to cost? $26. You know, it ships Prime or for free. So what are you going to pay? $20 more on top of what you were going to pay. You're not going to be disappointed. These are far superior clamps. I've had some of my Irwin clamps for years, and these are a great product. And let me see if I can find the reviews on this and show you on a table what other people think. Okay, straight up above my head, you can see I always look at 3, 4, 5 star. Let's just stick with 5 and the 4 star for the heck of it. You got 80, 93, 93% of the people that buy Irwin clamps think that they're a fantastic clamp. And I own them, and they are. I mean, they're a great clamp. I mean, if you as long as you take care of these little rubber pads on there, they're not meant for clamping hot steel or anything like that. I use them primarily on wood projects or just any other project that I need to hold something together, maybe while you bolt it. You're also able to undo the pin. There's like a set screw, and reverse these, and you can make them into a spreader if you want to. There's a video out there somebody did on it. You can do a YouTube search where you see that they show you exactly how to do that. Now, I haven't had to use that way, I mean, for me, but it is possible because people will ask, can you use it as a spreader too? The answer is yes. These, unlike the other ones that I tried, they do not slip on you. They are incredibly strong. I would tell you, don't underestimate what you're going to use on these. If you think that, hey, all I need is a 6-inch ratcheting clamp, and hey, I'm going to do, you know, like maybe what I'm suggesting and get one off Amazon, go for the 12-inch, okay? I would tell you, when it comes to clamping, overshoot what you need. You won't regret it, and it's only going to cost you just a few dollars or so more, and you'll appreciate the fact that you bought, you know, the longer clamp. Okay, so that was kind of a quick review, and I gave you a short tour when I was out there. I've been playing around with the clamp. My overall advice, I don't own all different manufacturers of these ratcheting, you know, clamps. My favorite, my go-to is the Irwin. What not to do is don't ever buy these from Harbor Freight. Like I said, they should really remove them from the shelf. They're total junk. So, I mean, that's my review on this. It's kind of a quick review, but it's a product that I would tell you don't waste your money on. Add some more money to it. Get yourself some good clamps that are going to last you a very long time. So, okay, I'm the home handyman. I hope you click subscribe. I hope you follow me. Give me a thumbs up. If you know a great clamp out there, maybe that I haven't discussed, drop it in the comment below. I mean, there are other clamps, but we're talking about ratcheting clamps. I didn't get into bar clamps or anything like that, but this is a poor value. I told you what was a good value, which was the Irwin. Okay, I hope you click subscribe. I'll see you on the next video. You folks have a great day. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.